Yeah. Yeah. Ayo, the things I seen in life will make you choke by surprise. Like an aborted fetus in a jar that opened its eyes, provoking my demise and leave your spirit broken inside. Like the feeling of 50 million people hoping you die. And niggas wonder why my heart is full of hatred and anger. Cause some bitch killed my firstborn son with a coat hanger. I strangled out the pain until my soul was empty and cold, crippled and worthless, so I thought that it could never be sold. My mother told me that placing my faith in God was the answer, but then I hated God cause he gave my mother cancer, killing her slow like the feds did to the Black Panthers. The genesis of genocide is like a pagan religion, carefully hidden, woven into the holidays of a Christian. I had a vision of nuclear holocaust on top of me, and this is prophecy, the words that I speak from my lungs. The severed head of John the Baptist speaking in tongues like Che Guevara. My soliloquies speak to a gun. Pain is slow motion like trees that reach for the sun. Nigga, the preaching is done, cause I don't got a DJ like Reverend Run. I curse the life of any man who kills benevolent ones. I never asked to be the messenger, but I was chosen to speak the words of every African slave dumped in the ocean, stolen by America, tortured, buried and frozen, written out of the history books your children are holding, internally bleeding, cold-blooded, stripped of emotion. I go through the motions, but there's no life in my eyes. It's like I'm hooked up to a respirator waiting to die, hooked up to the fucking chair waiting to fry, soothing electrocution currently used in my execution, producing thoughts at the speed of light, burning confusion. I'm losing my sight, breathing is tight, the evening is white. I made my peace with the Lord and now I stand on his right. Death is another part of life. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding. Angel of death dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning. These are my last words. I'm having difficulty breathing, dying on the inside, internally bleeding. Angel of death dragging me away while I'm sleeping, watching my world crumble in front of me, searching for meaning. Yo, I'm famous for giving my opinion about what I want. You know what I mean? I'm famous for doing whatever it is. And at the end of the show, I'm also famous for taking on anybody that want to pop shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, I can't hear it from here. I always hear some shit that niggas be talking in the crowd. And I don't mean battling, because I did that a long time ago. I mean, I'm going to fuck you up. For real. You can raise your hand and be like, I'll battle you, dude. Yeah, I'll fuck you up, nigga. How's that? There's always somebody who wanna pop shit. I get a lot of love in the crowd, but there's always 2 or 3 niggas that wanna pop shit. So, especially y'all that been talking shit in the back, you know what I mean? I hope someone you love dies, you pussy ass nigga. Come step to me after the show and see what's up, dog. Tell me, don't tell your man, you fucking faggot. Before I go, I love Chicago. Chicago, hardcore shit, right? Hardcore shit, right? One last one before I get out of here. One last one. The new age is upon us, and yet the past refuses to rest in its shallow grave. For those who hide behind the false image of the Son of Man shall stand before God. It has begun. The beginning of the end. Yeah. Voice of racism, preaching the gospel is devilish. A fake church called the Prophet Muhammad a terrorist, forgetting God is not religion but a spiritual bond, and Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran. They bombed innocent people trying to murder Saddam when you gave them those chemical weapons to go to war with Iran. This is the information that they hold back from Peter Jennings, cause Condoleezza Rice is just a new age Sally Hemings. I break it down with critical language and spiritual anguish. The Judas I hang with, the guilt of betraying Christ, who murdered him, stole his religion, and painted him white. Translated in psychologically tainted philosophy, conservative political right-wing ideology, glued together sloppily the blasphemy of a nation. Got my back to the wall cause I'm facing assassination. Guantanamo Bay, federal incarceration. How could this be? The land of the free, home of the brave, indigenous Holocaust, and the home of the slaves. Corporate America, dancing offbeat to the rhythm. You really think this country never sponsored terrorism? Human rights violations, we continue the saga. El Salvador and the Contras in Nicaragua. And on top of that, you still wanna take me to prison just cause I won't trade humanity for patriotism. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking, causing your perspective to change. They wanna rearrange the whole point of view of the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Read about the history of the place that we live in, and stop letting corporate news tell lies to your children. Flow like the blood of Abraham through the Jews and the Arabs, broken apart like a woman's heart, abused in the marriage, the brink of holy war, bottled up like a miscarriage. Embedded correspondents don't tell the source of the tension, and they refuse to even mention European intervention or the massacres in Jenin. The innocent screams, US manufactured missiles and M16s, weapon contracts and corrupted American dreams. Media censorship blocking out the video screens. A continent of oil kingdoms bought for a bargain. Democracy is just a word when the people are starving. The average citizen made to be blind to the reason. A desert full of genocide where the bodies are freezing, and the world doesn't believe that you're fighting for freedom cause you fucked the Middle East and gave birth to a demon. It's open season with the CIA bugging my crib, trapped in a ghetto region like a Palestinian kid, where nobody gives a fuck whether you die or you live. I'm trying to give the truth and I know the price is my life, but when I'm gone they'll sing a song about Immortal Technique, who beheaded the president and the princes and sheiks. You don't give a fuck about us. I can see through your facade like a fallen angel standing in the presence of God. Bitch niggas scared of the truth when it looks at you hard. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking causing your perspective to change. They wanna rearrange the whole point of view in the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Martial law is coming soon to the hood to kill yo while you hanging your flag out your project window. Yeah. The fourth branch of the government, aka the media, seems to now have a retirement plan for ex-military officials, as if their opinion was at all unbiased. A machine shouldn't speak for men, so shut the fuck up, you mindless drone. And you know it's serious when these same media outfits are spending millions of dollars on a PR campaign to try to convince you they're fair and balanced, when they're some of the most ignorant and racist people giving that type of mentality a safe haven. We act like we share in the spoils of war that they do. We die in wars, we don't get the contracts to make money off them afterwards. We don't get weapons contracts, nigga. We don't get cheap labor for our companies, nigga. We are cheap labor, nigga. Turn off the news and read, nigga. Read. Read. Motherfucker Rio de Janeiro, nigga. Cape Town, South Africa. I never make songs to disrespect women or to judge people about the way that they living. But the way I am is based on the life I was given. Like them white boys losing my religion. I used to be a Christian and a political pawn. The Bible is right and all your native culture is wrong. Next thing you know, you telling me about making a song. Come in the studio and tell me that I'm making it wrong. Pissed off cause reality is making it strong. Like the ghost of Timothy McVeigh making a bomb. Hey yo, Marvin Gaye, what the fuck is going on? These rap niggas made propaganda out of your song. But it's the Gong Show, amateur night at the Apollo. My dick is like my music but harder to swallow. So children follow me like the Pied Piper and sing the chorus in the air with your blood and your lighter. Sing that shit, nigga, right now. You played yourself thinking you down with me. I'll end your life, nigga, don't fuck around with me. And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary. You played yourself thinking that you down with me. I'll end your life, nigga, don't fuck around with me. And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary. Yeah. The second verse is worse than the first in this respect. Scripted specifically to keep people in check. Harlem to Boston, real niggas spit with me. But land speed, you ain't fucking shit to me. And underground labels know that I don't trust you. You only independent till you major, so fuck you. And if you're pissed off cause you think that I dissed you, I'll rape your mom so we can make this a personal issue. Dance with the devil, remember that you're not on my level. Stupid, you're not ready. I want to decipher, bragging rights and rock steady and practically every battle that they got in New York. And I'll still murder rappers on the street for sport. Dr. Guillotine cutting you short, little man. But you don't give me props cause I never wanted Scribble Jam. Well, fuck you. I hope someone you love dies, so fuck your crew and fuck your family too. Technique said it, bitch. What the fuck you gon' do? You played yourself thinking you down with me. I'll end your life, nigga, don't fuck around with me. And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing the boundary. You played yourself thinking that you down with me. I'll end your life, nigga, don't fuck around with me. And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing the boundary. Wrap it up on these niggas, man, wrap it up. Immortal Technique, incinerate degenerate fags. Burn Trent Lott wrapped in his Confederate flag. I got the Beretta with my face wrapped in a rag. So put the African slave jewelry in the bag. Motherfuckers tell me that a diamond is forever, but is it worth the blood of Malcolm and Medgar Evers? House niggas get your head severed trying to be thug. You don't concern me, I'm trying to hurt the people you love. Word of mouth is I'm in the club being sneaky. I'm like the body snatchers and your girl is getting sleepy. I murder you indiscreetly, right at the source, like the Roman legionnaire that stabbed Christ on the cross. This is about judo, it ain't about Jesus. And you shouldn't fucking talk about telekinesis. Nigga, please, moving shit with your mind. Try moving your moms out the projects with your rhymes. And next time, I'm coming after cualquiera. Profanity, fuck it, carajo, maldita mierda. Roll up the hierba y pásala para la izquierda. Put the price up to listen to me pop shit, cause I got Martha Stewart giving me stock tips. Underground money with honeys up in the whip. Bangbust.com, nigga, fucking your bitch. Yeah, played yourself, nigga. Fuck all y'all. You don't know shit about me or ever open your mouth and discuss who the fuck I am. I thought I told y'all niggas on volume 1 I wasn't fucking around. You just slept cause you sold a few thousand units in the golden era when niggas would buy anything on the shelf. Those days are through, and you're through with them. Look, let me make something abundantly clear for people that are so bereft of activities they feel like they gotta comment on every one of mine. First of all, being a vegetarian should never be associated with being a revolutionary or being open-minded. That's a dietary choice. If someone wants to proliferate the type of ignorance we're supposed to be fighting by thinking that, you're just fucking yourself. I don't go around promoting beef and poultry, shoving it in people's faces. I don't castigate people for not eating steak sandwiches. And I would never diss someone from being a fucking broccoli head, or living off radishes, or eating grass with tofu. I like a lot of vegan cuisine, but the illogicality of expecting everyone to adopt your particular idea of what being healthy is just preposterous. I seen some of you herbivores, and if you wanna argue health, y'all need to eat some kind of supplement, cause some of y'all are so skinny that it's disgusting. Looking like the only hip-hop motherfuckers on Schindler's List. Being a malnutrition ass got nothing to do with being revolutionary or being on point. I'll be damned if I let somebody else push their agenda on me. You know, I don't eat pork, not cause I'm a Muslim, I just don't really like it. But I really will fuck a bird up. And fish is good when that shit is fresh. It's like my nigga Vastair from T.e.c.h.n.i.q. If you don't like the smell of burning meat, well then get the fuck off the planet. You know, I don't criticize people for eating moss. Man, don't open your fucking mouth about my food, man. I like beef and broccoli, motherfucker. Mind your goddamn business. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm out. I feel like some arroz con pollo, a banana daiquiri, and a motherfucking bistec apanado. Yeah. Immortal Technique, el DJ Green Lantern, third world motherfucker. Yeah. I'm from where the golden diamonds are ripped from the earth, right next to the slave castles where the water is cursed. From where police brutality's not half as nice. It makes the hood in America look like paradise, compared to the AIDS-infested Caribbean slum. African streets with a passport's an American gun. From where they massacre people and try to keep it quiet, and spend the next 25 years trying to deny it. I'm from where they cut your hands off if you make a fist, and niggas throw coca cause the job market doesn't exist. Except slave labor, modern day company store, and peacekeepers don't ever come here no more. From where the bombs that they used to drop on Vietnam still has children born deformed 8 months before they gone. I'm from where they lost the true meaning of the Quran, cause heroin is not compatible with Islam, and niggas know that but grow that poppy seed anyway, cause that food drop parachute does not come every day. I'm from where people pray to the gods of their conquerors, and practically every president's a money launderer. From where the only place democracy's acceptable is if America's candidate is electable, and they might even have a black president, but he's useless cause he does not control the economy, stupid. Lock and load your gun where I'm from, the third world, son. To many places, but I'm third world born. Gorillas hit and run where I'm from, the third world, son. You polluted everything and now the third world's gone. The water's poison where I'm from, the third world, son. 700 children died by the end of the song. Revolution to come where I'm from, the third world, son. Constant occupation leaves the third world torn. I'm from where the Catholic Church is some racist shit. They help Europe and America rape this bitch. They pray to white Spanish Jesus, whose face is this? But never talk about the black Pope Galatius. I'm from where Soviet weapons still decide elections. Militaries like the mafia, you pay for protection. Catamite sex tours is what the country sells, and rich white businessmen make the best clientele. I'm from where they too pussy to come film Survivor, and they murder Coca-Cola union organizers. I'm from where the justice system está podrido. Fuck government, niggas politic over perico. Rebelde conocido, enterrado vivo, como otro argentino desaparecido. Cause RICO laws don't apply to the CIA, and motherfuckers make sneakers for a quarter a day. I'm from where they overthrow democratic leaders, not for the people but for the Wall Street Journal readers. From where blacks, indigenous peoples, and Asians were once slaves of the Caucasians, and it's amazing how they trained them to be racist against themselves in the place they was raised in. You kept us caged in, destroyed our culture and said that you civilized us. Raped our women, and when we were born you despised us. Gentrified us, agent provocateur dividers, and crucified every revolutionary messiah. So I'ma start a global riot that not even your fake anti-communist dictators can keep quiet. Fuck your charity medicine trying to murder me. The immunizations you gave us were full of mercury. So now I see the third world like the rap game soldier. Nationalize the industry and take it over. Lock and load your gun where I'm from, the third world, son. To many places, but I'm third world born. Gorillas hit and run where I'm from, the third world, son. You polluted everything and now the third world's gone. The water's poison. Where I'm from, the third world, son. 700 children died by the end of the song. Revolution will come. Where I'm from, the third world, son. Constant occupation leaves the third world torn. Yeah. Concrete jump.
Keeping it raw. Keeping it raw. Keeping it raw. Keeping it raw. Keeping it raw.
Yo, shut the fuck up. My life like a photo shoot. Superman style, switch clothes in the phone booth. So loose, James Bond proof with a go-to. Showing truth, how to move blue in the war zone. You suit like wonton, without chips like bonton. Pull your face up calm, smack you with bomb-bombs. Be explosive, Independence Day rewind. God on stage, wise men see Ray shine. Hold your mind up, get slain, you playing piece of rain. You a rookie, thirsty to bust, but you can't aim. Now we move frames like museums with big names. Get slain on the D train, disclaim your fame, denounce your name. So your soul like that chain. It's rain for you thirsty birds, eat my words. I slurred some of the illest verbs on these curbs. Trucks swerve on the verge, now the power to splurge and make them
Keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For
I'm the reason that the rest of your life is obsolete. Off the gun, I'll wave my hand and lift you off of your feet. Hold you above the city and drop you onto the street. Elevate your dead body and watch history repeat. As I drop you from the stratosphere back to the concrete. Then I'ma send a psychic probe to bomb the fleet and psychologically reconstruct all of your peeps. I'm like the body snatchers, motherfucker, you shouldn't sleep. I penetrate deep with murderous tactics. I'm raw like AIDS patients that are sexually active, who don't tell the people that they fuck what they contracted. I'll smack the top of your head and leave your body compacted. I impact the earth, causing worldwide emergency. You couldn't face off with me during plastic surgery. I don't need to destroy you with the communist insurgency. I'll just look at you and leave you bleeding internally.
Keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. Keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. Keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. Keeping it raw. Wanted by the law. For keeping it raw. Wanted by the law.
Immortal Technique and C-Rays, two dark men that use a mic to spark men like Phil Hartman. And point blank or miles away like the greatest marksman. When the devil takes a human form, then I start men. From Chicago to Compton, New York to Boston, spitting automatically. Don't make me get on some record label mentality and start pimping every single member of your family.
Wanted by the law.
Yeah, I got some last words. Oh Lord, y'all. Son of a gun on punishment, my father was a strychnine. Spooked by the tales of the crypt keeper in signs. Opposite of MLK, I'm a violent brother. Slash a girl's best friend, call me Diamond Cutter. I freestyle like runaway slave Olympics. Abstract, regular, complex simplistics. Throwing stones at tanks, I rock heavy metal. Battle me, boy, I wish you would like Geppetto. I'm fully dressed, butt naked, authentically fake it. Earthquake shaking, like my wife's vibrations. Windstorms hit, like uncertain arrivals of lizards. Now stand close to walls, like number 4 to blizzards. I smoke gas, save them to puff later. Gun clips, sun spits with tremendous force, like tongue bricks. Drop hotness, like addicts of Tabasco. Invasion, C-Rays, stronghold plague, born blazing.
Brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies. of fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present.
I'm a weapon that fires lyrical projectiles with no mercy. I'm cold-blooded like reptiles. Touch a pregnant bitch and make it give birth to a dead child. Every time I flex styles, niggas vacate the premises and become exiles. I manufacture rhymes like textiles of X-Files. Enlightened juveniles, living life with no purpose. Organize an army that'll make the devils nervous. Competition is worthless, like the electoral vote. If you provoke, I'll break your motherfucking neck in the yoke. You're better off throwing your shitty life away sniffing coke. Technique will choke you into a spiritual state, and it would take a lake of hydrochloric acid to soften this. I'll fake your parents' suicide and kill you in the orphanage, but I inspire ideological metamorphosis. Stop talking shit or I'll make your existence a memory, so you could have me frozen cryogenically for centuries. But I'll break the ice if anyone on the planet mentions me. I'll burn a hypocritical flag intentionally. Explosive revolutionary chemistry's my destiny. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be. And in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be. And in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. When I fight you, I won't snipe you. I'll use an HIV-infected needle to strike you, as well as anyone that vaguely resembles or looks like you. And just to spite you, I'll force your children at gunpoint to bite you and rip a piece off to start the beef off for the rest of your petty limited life. I'm coming at you to catch you by surprise in the sight. Nobody's stupid enough to back you when I tactically attack you, because my style is nasty like protruding bone fractures, and you're a played out dirty pussy devil like Margaret Thatcher. But technique never get captured inside the rapture, cause I mastered the art of causing natural disasters. You should learn the difference in between the students and the master. My stature is the dispatcher of damaging decibels, and even though my starving people are considered expendable, I consecutively escape the racist corporate tentacles. I spit raw kinetic energy that's immeasurable. Retaliation for perpetration is unendable. Mercy is not extendable. I'll break your fucking brain down into psychological chemicals. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be. And in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. No mercy is what I chemically bomb on enemies. Your life's a fucking mistake. Technique is the remedy. Destroy you before you become what you intended to be. And in the future you'll worship those that descended from me. New age is upon us, and yet the past refuses to rest in its shallow grave. For those who hide behind the false image of the Son of Man shall stand before God. It has begun, the beginning of the end. Yeah. Voice of racism, preaching the gospel is devilish. A fake church called the Prophet Muhammad a terrorist, forgetting God is not religion but a spiritual bond, and Jesus is the most quoted prophet in the Quran. They bombed innocent people trying to murder Saddam when you gave them those chemical weapons to go to war with Iran. This is the information that they hold back from Peter Jennings, cause Condoleezza Rice is just a new age Sally Hemings. I break it down with critical language and spiritual anguish. The Judas I hang with, the guilt of betraying Christ, who murdered him, stole his religion, and painted him white. Translated in psychologically tainted philosophy, conservative political right-wing ideology, glued together sloppily the blasphemy of a nation. Got my back to the wall cause I'm facing assassination. Quantum Guantanamo Bay, federal incarceration. How could this be? The land of the free, home of the brave, indigenous Holocaust, and the home of the slaves. Corporate America, dancing offbeat to the rhythm. You really think this country never sponsored terrorism? Human rights violations, we continue the saga. El Salvador and the Contras in Nicaragua. And on top of that, you still wanna take me to prison just cause I won't trade humanity for patriotism. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking, causing your perspective to change. They wanna rearrange the whole point of view of the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Read about the history of the place that we live in, and stop letting corporate news tell lies to your children. Flow like the blood of Abraham through the Jews and the Arabs, broken apart like a woman's heart, abused in the marriage, the brink of holy war, bottled up like a miscarriage. Embedded correspondence don't tell the source of the tension, and they refuse to even mention European intervention or the massacres in Jenin. The innocent screams, US manufactured missiles and M16s, weapon contracts and corrupted American dreams. Media censorship blocking out the video screens. A continent of oil kingdoms bought for a bargain. Democracy is just a word when the people are starving. The average citizen made to be blind to the reason. A desert full of genocide where the bodies are freezing, and the world doesn't believe that you're fighting for freedom, cause you fucked the Middle East and gave birth to a demon. It's open season with the CIA bugging my crib, trapped in the ghetto region like a Palestinian kid, where nobody gives a fuck whether you die or you live. I'm trying to give the truth, and I know the price is my life, but when I'm gone they'll sing a song about Immortal Technique, who beheaded the president and the princes and sheiks. You don't give a fuck about us. I can see through your facade like a fallen angel standing in the presence of God. Bitch niggas scared of the truth when it looks at you hard. It's like MK Ultra controlling your brain, suggestive thinking causing your perspective to change. They wanna rearrange the whole point of view in the ghetto. The fourth branch of the government want us to settle. A bandana full of glittering generality, fighting for freedom and fighting terror. But what's reality? Martial law is coming soon to the hood to kill yo, while you hanging your flag out your project window. Yeah. The fourth branch of the government, aka the media, seems to now have a retirement plan for ex-military officials, as if their opinion was at all unbiased. A machine shouldn't speak for men, so shut the fuck up, you mindless drone. And you know it's serious when these same media outfits are spending millions of dollars on a PR campaign to try to convince you they're fair and balanced, when they're some of the most ignorant and racist people giving that type of mentality a safe haven. We act like we share in the spoils of war that they do. We die in wars, we don't get the contracts to make money off them afterwards. We don't get weapons contracts, nigga. We don't get cheap labor for our companies, nigga. We are cheap labor, nigga. Turn off the news and read, nigga. Read. Read. Yeah, it's that real this time around. Immortal Technique, Revolutionary Volume 2. It's on now, motherfucker. Lock and load. This is the point of no return, I can never go back. Life without parole, upstate, shackled and trapped. Living in the hole, looking at the world through a crack. But fuck that, I'd rather shoot it out and get clapped. I've gone too far, there ain't no coming back for me. Auschwitz gas chamber full of Zyklon B. Just like the Spanish exterminating Tainos, raping the black and Indian women, creating Latinos. Motherfuckers made me out of self-righteous hatred, and now you got yourself a virus, stuck in the matrix, a suicide bomber, strapped and ready to blow. Lethal injection, strapped down, ready to go. Don't you understand? They'll never let me live out in peace. Concrete jungle, guerrilla war out in the streets. Nat Turner with the sickle, pitchfork and machete. The end of the world, motherfucker, you not ready. This is the point of no return and nobody can stop it. Malcolm Little when he knelt before Elijah Muhammad, the comet that killed the dinosaurs, changing the earth. They love to criticize, they always say I changed for the worse. Like prescription pills when you misusing them, nigga. The Templar Knights when they took Jerusalem, nigga, and figured out what was buried under Solomon's temple. Al-Aqsa, the name is not coincidental. I know too much, the government is trying to murder me. No coming back like cutting your wrists open vertically. How could the serpent be purposely put in charge of the country? Genetic engineered sickness spread amongst me. My people are so hungry that they attack without reason, like a fucking dog ripping off the hand that feeds him. Immortal Technique is treason to the Patriot Act. So come and get me, motherfucker, cause I'm not coming back. This is the point from which I can never return. And if I back down now, then forever I burn. This is the point from which I can never retreat. Cause if I turn back now, there can never be peace. This is the point from which I will die, succeed, live in the struggle. I know I'm alive when I bleed. From now on, it can never be the same as before. Cause the place that I'm from doesn't exist anymore. This is the point of no return, nigga, you better believe this. Mary Magdalene giving birth to the children of Jesus. The evolution of the world, bloody and dramatic. Human beings killing monkeys to conquer the planet. The kingdoms of Africa and Mesopotamia. Machine gun your body with depleted uranium. This is the age of microchips and titanium. The dark side of the moon, in contact with aliens. I started out like Australians, criminal minded, broke into hell, tore it down and built a city behind it. Southpaw, murderous methodology, nigga. Remember that I'm just a man, don't follow me, nigga. Cause once you pass the point, you can never go home. You gotta face the possibility of dying alone. So tell me, motherfucker, how could you die for the throne when you don't even got the fucking heart to die for your own? It rains acid, one day the earth will cry from a stone, and you'll be looking at the world living inside of a dome. Computerized humanity living inside of a clone. This is the place where the unknown is living and real. Wormwood, the Planet X, and the Seventh Seal. Universal truth is not measured in mass appeal. This is the last time that I kneel and pray to the sky, cause almost everything that I was ever told was a lie. This is the point from which I can never return. And if I back down now, then forever I burn. This is the point from which I can never retreat. Cause if I turn back now, there can never be peace. This is the point from which I will die, succeed, live in the struggle. I know I'm alive when I bleed. From now on, it can never be the same as before. Cause the place that I'm from doesn't exist anymore. Harlem streets stay flooded in white powder, like those motherfuckers running away from the Twin Towers. Gunshots rock the earth like a meteor shower. Bowling for Columbine, fear giving the media power. Innocence devoured like a chicken spot snack box. Government cocaine cooked into ghetto crack rock. Corrupt cops, false testimony at your arraignment. Check the check, constant struggle to make the payments. Working your whole life wondering where the day went. The subway stays packed like a multicultural slave ship. It's rush hour, 2:30 to 8 non-stopping, and people coming home after corporate sharecropping and fuck flossing. Mothers are trying to feed children, but gentrification is kicking them out of they building. A generation of babies born without health care, families homeless, thrown the fuck off the welfare. Homicide, Harlem, Blee, what's the problem? 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 It's like Cambodia, the the killing fields uptown. We live in distress and hang the flag upside down. The sound of conservative politicians on television. People in the hood are blind, so they tell us to listen. They vote for us to go to war instantly, but none of their kids serve in the infantry. The odds are stacked against us like a casino. Think about it, most of the army is black and Latino. And if you can't acknowledge the reality of my words, you just another stupid motherfucker out on the curb, trying to escape from the ghetto with your ignorant ways. But you can't read history at an illiterate stage, and you can't raise a family on minimum wage. Why the fuck you think most of us are locked in a cage? I give niggas the truth, cause they pride is indigent. You better off rich and guilty than poor and innocent. But I'm sick of feeling impotent, watching the world burn in the era of apocalypse, waiting my turn. I'm a Harlem nigga that's concerned with the future, and if you're in my way, it'd be an honor to shoot ya, uproot ya with the evil that grows in my people, making them deceitful, cannibalistic and lethal. But I see through the mentality implanted in us, and I educate my fam about who we should trust.
Homicide, Harlem, Blee, what's the problem? Homicide, Harlem, Blee, what's the problem? Homicide, Harlem, Blee, what's the problem? Homicide, Harlem, Blee, what's the problem?
Message erased. First saved message. Received May 8th at 4:09 a.m.
Hi, piece of shit. You might as well erase this message too. It's not nice like the other ones. Yeah, you wanted to call me a psycho, I'll show you psycho. I will show you psycho. Asshole.
I'm obnoxious, motherfucker, can't you tell? Run through Little Havana yelling Viva Fidel, jerking off with the sheets when I stay at hotels, drinking Bacardi at AA meetings, smoking a L. I'm broke as hell, my attitude is no good, like working for white people after watching Rosewood. So I'm a mercenary, I don't care how I get richer, like American companies that did business with Hitler. Get the picture, nigga? I'm the best of both worlds without the hidden camera and the 12-year-old girl. Let's face it, you're basic, you aren't half the man that I am. I'll throw your gang sign up and then I'll spit on my hand. Give me 100 grand, give me your watch, give me your chain. That's your girl? Bitch, get over here, give me some brain. I'll bust off on her face, and right after this segment she'll probably rub it in her pussy, try to get herself pregnant. I said it, I meant it. That's the way I deal with enemies, like pro-lifers that support the death penalty. And don't talk about war when niggas know that you puss. A fucking hypocrite, draft dodger like George Bush. Don't push me, nigga, cause I'm close to the edge, and I'll jump off with a rope that's wrapped around your head. Send a dead fetus to my ex on Valentine's Day. The safety's off, nigga, so get the fuck out my way. Obnoxious nigga, murderous lyrics, I know that you hear it. Now that I'm getting closer and closer, I know that you feel it. You eating off rap, and I hope you choke on your gimmick. Niggas said hip-hop was dead, but I'm invoking the spirit. We taking it back in the day to the golden age when whack motherfuckers used to get thrown off stage. Immortal Technique, I made this to bump in your ride or burn it off the internet and bump it outside. Nigga, we keeping it live, we keeping it live, we keeping it live, we keeping it live. Burn it off the fucking internet and bump it outside. Look, motherfucker, my words damage and slaughter. A raging alcoholic like the president's daughter's disgusting flow like third world country tap water. But before I hit the border, someone give me a quarter, cause I'm a prank call, cop shot just for kicks. Payback for every time that they called me a spick. And Puerto Rican chicks tell me that I'll fuck like I'm loco, and Dominican women call me the rompetoto. They call me ocioso, I'd rather get fired than quit. I get unemployment, you work, and we making the same shit. it. How dare you niggas criticize the way that I spit? You coffee shop revolutionary son of a bitch. But you know what the fuck I think is just pathetic and gay? When niggas speculate what the fuck Pac would say. You don't know shit about a dead man's perspective, and talking shit'll get your neck bone disconnected, disrespected. Niggas don't show no love. Why you tryna be hardcore, you fucking homo thug? And don't be sensitive and angry at the shit that I wrote. Cause if you can take a fucking dick, you can take a joke. I'll choke your friends in front of you to prove that you fallen off, and you won't do shit about it. Like the church during the Holocaust, Collection-Harmonious machine gun flow that I fire. Obnoxious until they shoot me on the day I retire. Obnoxious nigga, murderous lyrics, I know that you hear it. Now that I'm getting closer and closer, I know that you feel it. You eating off rap, and I hope you choke on your gimmick. Niggas said hip-hop was dead, but I'm invoking the spirit. We taking it back in the day to the golden age when whack motherfuckers used to get thrown off stage. Immortal Technique, I made this to bump in your ride or burn it off the internet and bump it outside. Nigga, we keeping it live. We keeping it live. We keeping it live. We keeping it live. Burn it off the fucking internet and bump it outside. Damn, homie, in high school I beat the shit out of you and your man, homie. Your girl wanna blow me and don't even know me. She lonely and she think you a phony. I'll take a piss on a development deal from Sony or Def Jam, cause you like all of the rest, man. This ain't a verse, this shit talk at the end of the song. And you can suck a dick if you think I ended it wrong. Fuck you and I'm gone. Peace to the stronghold, EO dub, word of mouth. Forbidden chapters, IAC niggas, wax pole, killing you slow. The plague, I'll murder a show, you don't even know, yeah. Foul play, nigga. Harlem. Woo! Without the recognition of pissed on competition, cause I conquered their renditions in a systematic form like a religious tradition. My mission is to take you, lyrically break you, lyrically assassinate you, lyrically incinerate your body and recreate you, to destroy the power that mentally incarcerates you. Cause even though I rip it better, I could not forsake you. You're my people with the same oppressor, so how could I hate you? The revolution of the mind I bring regenerates you. But when you come original, people impersonate you, start to hate you, cause the conflict is building within. The ultimate sin is to be ashamed of your skin. My rhymes are like Jamaican overproof, I make the room spin. Intoxicated flow, I bleed vodka and brandy. Don't make me choke you down like John Benet Ramsey. Something demands of me to rip this fucking shit uncandidly. God commanded me to be a technological disease and psychologically do battle with the best MCs. Uppercase the T.e.c.h.n.i.q, cause I'm the capital of a revolutionary nation that's infallible. Aztec lector Hannibal, rip your heart out of your chest and feed it to the cannibals. You're just a fucking animal, but I'm the Neo-Sapien, cause my original civilization was based upon creation. You know there's no escaping, even though your heart is racing. I'll put your best disciple on academic probation. Fuck the litigation, fuck the best rapper nominations, and fuck the president I voted for assassination. I'm saying fuck the federal bullshit investigations, fuck the cover-up of ghetto radiation extermination, using my people for experimentation. And if it doesn't play hip-hop, then fuck your radio station. No matter what the fuck life throws at me, I continue to make it through indefinitely. Immortal Technique defeats the odds repetitively until there ain't shit ahead of me competitively. Surviving the tough times is imperative to me. Looking at the whole world revolutionarily.
Revolutions overturn systems. Revolutions destroy systems.
Yo, what the fuck happened to reality spitting rhyme sayers? These days everybody's trying to be a thug or a player. Where did all the real motherfuckers go in the game? Bring back the breakdancers and graffiti writers with fame. I remember hip-hop for the mic gun clappers. Cause I used to drink 40s with more flavor than these rappers. Lyrical ego trips doesn't make fortification. You're not dope enough to spit self-glorification. So don't jerk me around, cause my name ain't masturbation. Life is hard, it leaves you scarred, cause I've been through shit. If you consider rap a job, I suggest that you quit. Don't you understand the audience will listen and dance in the club, crib, or car, or wherever they get the chance to be emancipated. Start debating justice in the cipher. Why do you think project rooms look like the cells in Rikers? I'm explaining the significance on the reason behind it. They're preparing your children for the prison environment. When you don't amount to shit, prison becomes retirement. But I refuse to be tooken to central booking and chains. Cause sleeping on the floor of cages starts to fuck with your brain. The system ain't reformatory, it's only purgatory. Close to hell, but I rebel as I begin to spark an L and tell my people how we fell and